Thank you so much for taking the time to tune in here. To just be here. This is your pause. This is your kind of getting ready for the day routine. This is your sustenance. This is your soul's power getting served at the deepest level in a very simple way. Think about it. You care so much for yourself that you're committing to remain consistent in pouring into the soul positivity, spiritual truths, mystical truths, pure vibrations, pure love. And you're doing it with a lovely community online, live. I love it. I love it, and my soul soars, I tell you. In the teachings of the Brahma Kumaris, Raj Yoga meditation, in the first lesson, it's very, very important. What is the soul? Who am I? Where does the soul come from? And what is the role of the soul? Have I cultivated and created a belief system in the soul that is more soul conscious? Or are my belief systems focused on my human identity, my body conscious world? In our session that I did previously, on a scale from 1 to 10, what thoughts do you put into your relationships, finances, health, state of the world? How much do you think of the physical things of life versus the quality of the physical things in life versus the motives behind your choices? Think about it. How often do you think from a place internally here where it's influenced by a virtue, your core spiritual values, principles, mystical truths? How often do you observe yourself thinking from such a place? In the Western consciousness, we call it being intentional. In the East, we call it being spiritual. It's very interesting, isn't it? Are you spiritual? Which is Eastern language, it's very easy to understand. Or in the West, are you intentional? It's the same. It's just the language is different. And so when you look at what soul consciousness is, it is the intent. It is the spirituality that you bring into your thinking, which connects to a feeling, and then a doing. Do you understand? There are 8 billion souls, maybe a little more on the planet. And every human being is having a thought. Even a baby might not have the senses to be able to express what they're feeling, but if they're hungry, they will cry. If their pampers are dirty, they will cry. If they're happy, they'll smile and laugh at you. If there's something of discomfort inside of their souls from a previous birth, they will cry, they will scream, they will yelp. I came in from the Paris Olympics, and there was a family next to us on the plane, and this little boy's yell or scream wasn't ordinary. It was not from his current birth. It was of his past, and it was such a deep yelp. And I had such compassion for the mother and the father, because I'm sure they were doing the best that they could. But it was interesting to watch this 3-year-old. He couldn't have been more than 3 or 4. And he was in such a state of spiritual discomfort, which is some recording in the soul of human tendencies. Without intention, without that spirituality, an accumulation occurs in us, every one of us. Nobody escapes that. Do you walk with intention, or do you walk because you're late, you're rushed? There are desires in you. I've watched myself on many occasions. There were sometimes when I move my hands and I'm going fast. Anxiousness, desire, I'm out of sync with myself. And then I'll pull myself back, Jen. Just remember, do it with peace. And then I'll watch how my hand and my movements change. And so you keep practicing these things over and over again. Eventually it becomes your nature. You become very intentional. You become spiritual. That is soul consciousness. The soul is driving everything. The soul is responsible for everything. But as I shared in the previous session, there are two worlds in you. One that is very humanly driven, and one that is spiritual, that is intentional. It is two worlds, but they're leaving an impression inside of me. So soul consciousness is, first and foremost, it's like it says, it's a consciousness. Where are you consciously? It's an awareness. And when you're conscious, it's like there is an awakening in you. There's an awareness. There is a wisdom. I'm conscious about I, the soul. So in soul consciousness, I'm becoming very clear on how to take care of myself, how to honor myself, how to understand the power of the soul, who the soul is, and what is the soul here to do. I am conscious of that larger awakening of the soul's potential, the intentionality of my spirit, the mystical aspect of my existence, the power of my spirit. When I'm so conscious, there is harmony with myself, with nature, in relationships. When I'm so conscious, there's fearlessness, courage, wisdom. When I'm so consciousness, there's humor, lightness, playfulness. When I'm so conscious, I'm at peace with my spirit. When I'm so conscious, I'm very loving, very charitable, kind, understanding, detached and loving, respectful, determined, royal. When I'm so conscious, I'm gentle, but I'm very powerful. It's a consciousness that you've now developed in you. You're understanding yourself. And so in every little task you do, or if you're just sitting and looking up at something, or reading or listening, you're consciously serving your spiritual potential, your intention, your mysticism, your spirituality. A lot of people get it mixed up on the path of spiritual journey, you know. In the Brahma Kumaris teaching, in the first lesson, we will guide you to say, focus on the center of your forehead. You're a point of light. The soul is behind your eyes. It is kind of gently, subtly sitting in the brain by the hypothalamus and the pituitary gland. And your energy is concentrated in this area. And whatever you think, it sends out a signal through the brain to the rest of the body. Whatever you feel, it sends out a signal through the brain to the rest of the body. If you're excited, it sends out a signal through the brain to the rest of the body. If you're depressed, it sends out a signal through the brain to the rest of your body. And it determines how the body feels. The health situations, the relationships, your environment, even your financial situation. It's all connected to the soul conscious abilities, your soul awareness. So yes, that little tiny point of infinitesimal light, you You are immortal, eternal, imperishable, and your natural stage and state is powerful, pure, peaceful, loving, in charge of itself. And it's interesting the way the soul functions. Just watch yourself today, throughout the day, and just keep observing. There are thoughts. It's all in your mind. And that's why you can't always trust your mind. It's like a lot of thoughts. It's like a wild horse. But not every thought you bring into action, right? So there are a lot of thoughts. And then the intellect, your conscious choice, your power to decide says, oh, let me take that one and act on it. Let's say, for example, there are thoughts that I'm not worthy. I'm so not good. I'm a bad person. The intellect says, yeah, you're bad. Okay, do something bad. Here's another scenario. I might not have done everything perfect, but I know I will be the best. I am a good soul. I'm God's child. I'm good. My life is of purpose and meaning. Then the intellect says, do something that helps another person. Or fix up your environment. Or let me invest in this business. It seems like a good deal. Or let me forgive someone for being short with me today. Or let me not eat so much. I need to lose weight. It's just whatever thoughts are going in your mind, you know. You could be thinking, oh my gosh, I want some cake and ice cream right now. I want some cookies. I was thinking of calling Aditi. Aditi, could you bake me a cake? And then my other thought says, you cannot gain 1 more pound, young lady. And so I didn't act on that thought, you see. So now look at how the soul conscious is getting built. I'm becoming more aware of the good and the positive and the pure thoughts and the pure vibrations. And my conscious ability, which is the intellect, it's beginning to make more decisions. That's creating that confidence of my soul awareness. And so what's happening, it's creating this experience, this impression in me, more of my soul awareness than my human tendencies. And if you watch yourself throughout the day, watch it. Just watch yourself. There's so many thoughts. Okay, I'll take this one. Don't eat that ice cream, Jen. Don't. Why should I not eat it? Who cares? You do. You're not feeling great. You know how you're feeling. Just do this one time. You'll feel like you're stronger. And then when I actually do it, I feel so good about myself. I did it. I believed in my highest self. I believe in my highest worth. I got it. Yay, I did it. Pat, 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 pat. And then you've got all these, oh, look at you. Oh, stop it. Don't listen to yourself. I'm going to make sure Aditi bakes you your favorite cake and bring it tomorrow, okay? It's such a nice looking cake. Very good. Don't. Just now just don't. Just hold off a little. Cake will always be around. But will your health always be around? You see, this is how you have to talk to yourself. This is soul consciousness. Soul consciousness is everything connected to your better self, your highest self, your highest worth, your divinity, your purity, your peace, your power, your love, your light. Why don't we try a little meditation on this? And I'm taking this from a complete experiential angle today. To understand yourself, it is your assignment, nobody else. So let's take a deep breath in. Just breathe in again. Exhale. Who's doing the breathing? The soul or the body? The soul is signaling you to breathe and release, because the soul has the consciousness it is alive in this physical body. If there is something happening to the body and the soul didn't have the strength to cure it or take care of it, it would start to feel like the breath would get less in the body, that it seems that it's time for me to go from this body, from this part, and the breathing would get less. So who's in charge, the body or the soul? The soul. And what we have been doing is thinking so much of the physical dimension. I'm my body, I'm my name, I'm my race, I'm the color of my skin, I'm my features, I'm my language, I'm my country, I'm how much money I have. These are my house, my houses, my shoes, my clothes. This is my style, this is my hair. All of that is perishable, and the soul keeps believing in that at some point something breaks, something gets lost, something gets stolen, something gets criticized, disrespected, abused. The soul feels it is it that's getting attacked. It's not the soul that's getting attacked. It's the soul's attachment to the race that is feeling the hurt, the disrespect, the disappointment, the rage, the anger. You get what I'm saying in this meditation? If the soul has developed a belief system, I am my language, I am my nationality, then if somebody says, I hate Americans, I hate Indians, I hate Africans, Chinese people are like this, then the soul feels attacked, feels hurt, it feels powerless, it feels defensive. It feels like there's a loss, and there's no spirituality. There's no more intention. There is no peace. There is no joy. Breathe in, breathe out. But when I'm soul conscious, and I'm in a black body, I'm in a Chinese body, I'm in an Indian body, I speak Hindi, speak English, speak Spanish. If you attack that, it's fine. It's on you. I'm a pure, peaceful, powerful being, and I'm in the body of an Indian. I'm in the body of a Jamaican. I'm in the body of a Russian. I'm in the body of a Caucasian. I'm in the body of an African. My intention and my spirituality is, I respect it, I love it, I'm sad that you don't understand, but I'm okay with it. I love my body. It is my body, and I will take care of it. That is soul consciousness. It's the way you understand and believe in you, the soul, in your physical world. When I'm soul conscious, I'm at peace with myself and with everyone else. I have love. I'm happy. and I'm very charitable. You can't hurt me. Only I can do that by believing in my limited form of myself. Soul consciousness is to be free inside. Soul consciousness is to understand nothing is impossible for me to achieve once I maintain intentionality and my spirituality in everything I do. Soul consciousness gives me the power to forgive and to let things go. Soul consciousness is who I am. So let's sit in this state for a little bit. And let the pure love that comes from soul consciousness nurture you through your brain, throughout your whole body, through the environment, and through your relationships. Gently open your eyes. Observe how your world is feeling behind your eyes. Did it help you to kind of understand who we really are, 8 billion of us? And if we were to understand ourselves like this more, there would be world peace, I tell you. There'd be no wars, no fighting, no division, no ignorance. Let's see what chat's saying about what is soul consciousness, Santosh? How do I understand that? Its soul consciousness is a spiritual concept rooted in the idea that an individual is not merely a physical body, but a soul, a spiritual being having a human experience. It involves the awareness and realization of one's true, eternal nature as a soul, distinct from the physical body and its temporary attributes. Key aspects: eternal nature, inner awareness, spiritual detachment, connection to the divine, self-realization. And when you practice this soul consciousness, it often involves regular meditation, self-reflection, spiritual study to maintain awareness of the soul and to cultivate qualities associated with the soul. Qualities associated with the soul. Virtues, values, principles, intention, spirituality. That is soul consciousness. It is about living life from a place of inner peace and love, rather than being driven by external circumstances and the ego. Thank you, awakened intelligence. Let's go to our beautiful Sister Gita and enjoy the Sister Gita effect.
How can I be happy when life seems to be so unfair? When others do wrong, it's more than I can bear. I know you may think what they did is a shame, and now you feel miserable as they are to blame, says the angel. But let me tell you a secret that is really true. The way that you feel is solely because of you. You had a thought they should act a certain way, but they did something different, and you had no say. So who is to blame for your taking sorrow? And who is at fault when you seek revenge tomorrow? Is it the other who didn't do as you please? Or is it you whose thoughts were diseased? The other's capacity you failed to consider, this was the problem. This made you bitter. So when you feel you're starting to sink, stop and ask yourself, What did I just think? What did I expect that the other failed to do? But don't examine the other. Please, just look at you. In one way or another, your thoughts were faulty. This was the problem. This made your tears salty. Please, wisen up. Have a great day.
Oh, I love her spirit. I think of her every day, sending vibrations. Sister Gita, wherever your soul is traveling to your next destination, my love and gratitude goes with you. And then I feel her love and gratitude on me. It's a very mystical experience. It's a soul conscious thing. So the Avyak signal, which we're focusing on claiming victory with a loving intellect. Sometimes children will say, Baba, let Maya, the illusions of my mind, leave me alone. And then Baba says, but if Baba does everything, which is God, we call God the Supreme Light, Baba. If God does everything, then He has to get credit for everything. But in order for you to develop credit for yourself, you children have to keep your hand of courage. And if you keep your hand of courage, God the Father will definitely help you, and you'll become conquerors of illusions of the mind. Wow. I tell you, I love this path. I love this path. I love this path. This path. I love it. And because the Brahma Kumaris keeps me stable, I love them too, because I am a Brahma Kumari. So good morning, everyone. Good morning, Barbara Adams. Peace to everyone. Hi, Shana. Very nice to have you. This is Sister Nalini's daughter. Well, how good to have you. Oh, hi then, Shana. Welcome to the tribe. Hi, Jackie, Kambili, Yukti, Dinesh. Nice to have you. Jenna. Kenny Bay. Kenny, thank you so much for having me at the school yesterday. Kenny Bay invited the meditation on wheels to his school. The teachers are getting ready to start school over, so they just wanted a little emotional wellness time. And so Kenny, who's an educator, invited us there. Thank you so much, Kenny. Tamil, Om Shanti, Rashmi, how you doing? Lily, Jokes Guru, Cindy Stuber, good morning, beautiful souls. I'm so grateful to spend my mornings listening to your uplifting messages. Thank you, Cindy Stuber. Kailash, Om Shanti, Samantha, hi, Sentil, Nasira Mohammed, Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, Aunt Sensen. So Aunt says I should get into Congress. So then I sent to Aunt Sensen, help. I won't be doing that for now. Lilo, why don't you get us in to do meditation and really begin to uplift our members of Congress? So Nisonia, very nice to have you. Lee, Gigi, hi. Thanks everyone for joining in today, and to keep sending me your questions or thoughts or ideas, things that you'd love for us to share on. If you're going through a sort of a spiritual conflict, just let us know and we'll be able to respond as best as we can in terms of guiding you. It's time to elevate our lives and to take care of ourselves. If I don't take care of myself, nobody will. Even if I'm surrounded by the best people, I still have to take care of me. So in order to increase your love, practice loving everyone the same, and your attachments will reduce. Take care. Thanks for joining the Next Normal. We bless you and we love you. Keep staying tuned. Om Shanti.
Have you been feeling overwhelmed, stressed, out of balance lately? Do you crave for a pocket of peace and tranquility in your busy life, but you struggle to find the time or space? Then we have the perfect solution for you. Meditation on Wheels. It's an RV sanctuary traveling in the metropolitan Washington D.C. area, offering transformative meditation experiences. It's a movable oasis of calm at your doorstep. Book us today to come to your business, school, government space, or event. Why? We bring the calm to you. meditationonwheels.com